Hello, everyone. This is Irina Bakley. I'm a licensed relationship therapist. I'm located in Wake Forest, North Carolina, and I work with clients in my office and also virtually. Actually, most of my couples, almost all of my couples in the last year post COVID have been online couples. So today we are starting a new series about marriage retreats in North Carolina. I have been doing this marriage retreats for about 4 years now, and I get a lot of questions when new couples are calling, inquiring about what is a marriage retreat, how does it work, are we a good candidate for this kind of work or not. And so today I'm going to talk about what is a marriage retreat in North Carolina. And then the next couple videos, we're going to talk about whether you're a good fit for such deep work day and how does it exactly works. All right. So, what is a marriage retreat in North Carolina? If you feel like it sounds kind of like from the movies, um, it is pretty magical and very movie like because by the end of the day, you will be a transformed person and a transformed couple. Um, so it's basically you turn off your phones, you leave your children if you have little kids with a childcare provider, and you spend a whole day learning about yourself, learning about your partner, learning about your patterns, and learning about how to actually communicate and connect with this particular partner that you're in a relationship with. Believe it or not, a lot of us think or believe that we know who the person in front of us is and how to talk to them and what they know and what they understand and what they don't. And really, a lot of times, we don't know how to actively listen without just waiting for our turn. And we sabotage and minimize their emotional experiences, making them feel super defensive, and resulting in them turning away from us. So we are going. So it's a 1 day intensive, right? It's about 7 hours of us spending together. We are going to do a series of amazing research based exercises that are going to take us deeper and deeper on our healing journey. These exercises are actually from this workbook that I have created. This is my copy, and you will get your copies as well. Oops, there's something in here. So just a sample for you guys. So we will start with exercises. For example, it's called Conversations for Connection. We're going to start with something called the ARE questionnaire. So we're going to assess how accessible A, how responsive R, and how engaging or engaged E, right? ARE, is your partner to you. And then you're going to do, another exercise trying to guess how your partner feels about your responsiveness, about your level of engagement with them, about your level of accessibility with them. Then we're going to have a little discussion. Then we move on. We're going to really understand your raw spots and what are your triggers. We're going to understand your style. We're going to really diagnose your style, understand it. And this is step by step exercises that were designed by experts in emotional focused couples therapy that we are, as EFT providers and couples therapists, are allowed to use with our couples that are really tailored and specific. They give you language and really help you understand and put a framework on what is really going on. Most couples who come, they know they're stuck in this same cycle, right? It's a repetitive cycle, but they don't really understand what's going on inside the cycle on the emotional level and how to get out. So here, for example, you will understand how are you feeling when your partner when your partner does certain behaviors, and then how are you behaving, and how are you really feeling on the inside when there are certain triggering situations are happening. Then we are going to move to like recognizing your demon dialogue exercises and so on. And because it is a customized in private, it's just me and one couple, you guys, right? Intensive. It's very flexible, so we take as many breaks as we want. We can deviate to anywhere we need. A lot of times we are doing one exercise, and then couple feels like that's the sticky point for them, and that's where the trauma response happens because something else happened in the past. So we can slow down there, we can stay there for as long as they need, really massage that knot, right, so to speak, for this couple, and really slow down and really understand this moment, and then move on. We can, with some couples, we get to do 2-3 exercises. With others, we do 7 exercises. It depends on kind of your attachment injuries, right? Your hurts, the intensity of the hurts that you've been having, the length of the problems that you've been having. It's have you been struggling for 2 years, or have you been struggling for 15 years, right? It's a big difference. So it all really depends where we are, how much trauma is there, how open and vulnerable and comfortable you are. So my job is to really create a very safe place for us to jumpstart the relationship, to go deep at a pace that feels really safe, really comfortable for both partners. But at the same time, we do really deep work, and we don't have to wait 50 minutes. We don't have to wait a whole week between 50-minute weekly sessions to keep going. So usually, this 1-day intensive really encompasses and 2.5 months of therapy in 1 day. And couples sometimes feel like that's a lot of therapy in 1 day, but by the end of the intensive and the retreat, they realize that it wasn't really even enough to cover everything. And so in terms of the details for the schedule and format, usually most couples prefer starting with 3 hours in the morning, and then we will take a half an hour to an hour lunch break, and then we will do 3 more hours in the afternoon. And the price for the intensive also includes the 15-minute follow-up session within a month afterwards. And I always say that this marriage retreat or customized emotional focused couples therapy specific intensive is not a substitute for weekly couples therapy, but it's a really nice way to jumpstart the relationship, right? To get started. Do a lot in the beginning to kind of front load and to really prime your nervous systems, and then do weekly, traditional weekly couples therapy sessions for about 9 to 10 months or so afterwards, again depending where you are and kind of how much intensity and emotions are there. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to go on my website, www.irinabakelycounselingllc.com, and I'm going to post the link below as well. You can schedule your free 15-minute phone consultation. I would be happy to answer any of your questions and see if we are a good fit. Thanks so much, you guys. Till next time.